Brothers, we have already spoken of solutions. We have discussed returning to tradition, prioritizing the bond between fathers and sons, and developing warriors and priests with the courage to defend our faith, our culture, and our beliefs. But solutions without strategy are fleeting. They may spark a fire, but without careful tending, that fire will die, leaving behind only the embers where a great flame should have stood. The Mannerbunde strategy is elegant in its simplicity, but it demands discipline and patience, two virtues sorely lacking in the modern era. We live in a time of immediacy, of reactionary impulse, where men seek instant results and quick victories. But let us remind ourselves of a deeper truth. Our ancestors laid the foundations of cathedrals and temples, knowing full well they would never see their completion. They built for their grandchildren, for their great-grandchildren, and for the generations beyond. This kingdom we seek to rebuild is not for us. We will never see it in its full glory. But we must begin now, so that our sons, and their sons' sons may one day live within it. We must teach them these lessons, and they in turn must pass them on, for this strategy is not one of years or decades, it is the work of centuries. This understanding should serve as a warning against the folly of reactivity. While I do admire the energy and the courage of the reactionary, reaction alone is not enough. It is often short-sighted, a desperate attempt to address the immediate and pressing concerns without vision for what comes after. Reactionaries may indeed defend the walls, but they do not build the city. Moving forward, we must engage in the long, disciplined work of proactive cultural development, while standing alongside the Dionysian reactionaries who fight to protect the present moment. Our work is not for today alone, it is for tomorrow, for the next century, for the next 1,000 years. In the last address, we spoke of the Herios, whose foundational habits we must all embrace now and forever. That was the starting point. But as we move forward, we must turn our focus to the creation of warriors and priests, the twin pillars of any enduring civilization. The warrior is the vanguard, the shield, and the sword. He is the one who defends against foreign influences, against corruption, against those who seek to dismantle the sacred. But his strength is not just in his body, it's in his will, his discipline, his unshakable resolve. Along his path, he must resist the urge to adopt anti-intellectualism, for you are not a beast of burden, and your mind is in fact a weapon. The priest is the keeper of wisdom, the guardian of tradition, the lighthouse that stands firm against the storm. He preserves what is sacred, ensuring that the knowledge of our ancestors is never lost to time. He does not simply read from old texts, he lives them, breathes them, and carries them forward. But the balance between these two must be preserved. The priest class must emerge from the aging warriors, not the other way around. A warrior who spent his life in battle, in hardship, in the forging fires of struggle, he is fit to become a priest, to pass on wisdom rooted in experience. The mistake of modern age is allowing men to step into spiritual authority without proving themselves first in the real world. For wisdom is not theoretical, it is earned. A warrior is not simply forged through strength alone. To become a true leader, a warrior must first know himself, both his highest potential and his most dangerous depths. The primal man must be understood, developed, and mastered. He is the beast within, the raw physical force, the survival instinct, the fire that fuels a man's drive. Too many have abandoned this aspect of themselves, weakened by modern comforts, dulled by a society that fears strength. But strength is not to be feared. It is to be tamed and wielded with wisdom. Yet, a man cannot remain in this primal state forever. The higher man is one who emerges when the beast is controlled, not caged, but harnessed. The higher man does not deny his flesh, he refines it. He does not suppress his instincts, he masters them. Only a man who has fought his own darkness, who has conquered his own limitations, who has stood on the edge of destruction and chosen discipline over indulgence, only he can lead. It is the balance of primal and higher man that guides our warriors towards leadership. A warrior without wisdom is a brute, and a priest without strength is a coward. We cannot afford either. This is why our warriors must become our priests. Those who have fought, who have struggled, who have endured, they are the ones who will pass down the lessons of our ancestors. The work ahead will be slow, methodical, and grueling. There will be no immediate victory, no grand moment of triumph where the struggle is suddenly over. This is a war of endurance. Those who wish to see us erased thrive on division. They exploit the impatience of men, the desire for quick solutions, and the lure of infighting. We will not fall for this. We will move with the patience of a stonecutter, the precision of a smith, and the endurance of the oak. For we do not seek the fleeting glory of a moment. We seek eternity. Until next time.